It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi, here in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback, off in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. Brock, you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, came to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Pressure coming from Mahomes. That's cut for the 3rd. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Hey, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game,
so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll send him over right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. Again, Mahomes to throw. That pass is complete to Kelsey. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On target to Worthy. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and you're taking that short completion.
And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, were such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a man right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Dumps it off to his running back. Defenders are there to get him at the line. Down by Charles Omenihu on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Back-to-back carries here. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's knocked down on that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first. Toss to the right side. And he'll go down side the end zone and mark him at the 4. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so is the defense, and they take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Trying again, following the sack. McConkey's got it on the sideline. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. So now, here's third and goal. Looking for a throw here. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Ticker all lined up and ready to put it away. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch the breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
In a good spot here, second and inches. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Mahomes on first and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for the big yardage.
That's caught at the 4. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Not for long, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They still have 5 to go here. Third down. Harris gets another draw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Quickly on the slant. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Another throw from Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing again, Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lat McConkey. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Chased out to it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Back to throw Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they take him down right along the 30. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends motioning left. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that 1st. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Again, Mahomes to throw. The throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 3-possession game. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs... Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. He's on the move. He calls his own number again. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 7. It is caught left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Throwing from the gun. One little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing a little bit of run, or help this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
A 6-yard run, and now they've got 4th down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. So we're at halftime of a lopsided contest thus far. One team with a whole lot of adjustments to make during the break. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started in the NFC. Arizona playing host to visiting Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Jaden Daniels, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. DK Metcalf, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. On the return, here comes Davis. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Defender's smart there to get a hand on that one. So it'll be second down. They're going play action. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing now off play action. He finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They are throwing it again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Gets this to McConkey. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brown with a return here. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Could be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Gets it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Now on 2nd and 10. Complete out to the right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's descending upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play coming here. Throwing deep for the end zone. The disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd down. It's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chargers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All set up now for 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Cut out left. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and short. Trying to push this past the marker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they had that one contained right at the line. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Finds his man right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
First down, Kansas City.
Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running it now out of the gun. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes now. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now it's Mahomes. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Another throw from Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down throw, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the air, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit contained in a play like that, they'll go for a big gain.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Chargers have some new life in the fourth.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for blocks and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover. The effort on the other side, tracking down and stop, potential pick six. I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's not a quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Complete over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Moving left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It's his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short game. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's a throw. Caught near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down carry for Pacheco. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
keep that defense on its heels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Going back, gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chiefs leading by 7. Second down run by Pacheco. Across midfield to the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down quickly, but he does have it across the 40. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Right back to Pacheco. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bummed up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there. And it brings him to 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. I said running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.